Hello everybody, it's Matthew here from Bead Spider. It's time for another tutorial. I'm going to be showing you how to make our gorgeous Crystal Romance Bracelet today. So I hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am. It's a really beautiful little design. And I guess with Valentine's Day just a couple of days away, we thought we'd go with one of our loved themed pieces of jewelry. But the great thing about it is it's entirely wearable on Sunday, or for Valentine's Day, or pretty much any time of the year that you want to wear something that's a little bit glam, a little sparkly. But yes, let me show you one of the colorways just very quickly. And then I'll just sort of give you a little rundown of exactly what we're going to be doing in today's tutorial. So you can see it's a really gorgeous, super sparkly little cuff that I'll be making today. It's really, really fun. It's got some really lovely little things on the bottom, which I should just pop along the bottom so that you can see what materials I'll be using today. So you can see just down at the bottom all the different things that I'll be using. Of course, as always, the link is in the description if you want to go and get the products, or of course we do have the kit on special offer, so you can get it today. Any three of them, 3 kits, so 3 bracelets, 20% off. So a really nice little bargain that we've got there if you want to make this gorgeous little bracelet. So yes, I'm going to show you the basic technique on how to create this little bracelet. I'm going to show you how to add on your little clasp sections as well. If you don't want to grab a kit, by the way, I should mention we do also have the full instructions available on our website. It's only £2.50 if you want to get that one, but essentially you need some 6x8 crystal drops or something similar, some size 8 seed beads, a gorgeous little lobster, love heart lobster, that's what I'm going to be using, some beading thread, and then 2 needles. So again, it's going to be one of those 2 needle methods today. Let's see who we've got joining us today. Lots of people were here already. We've got Beverly Healy here as well. Oops, that's covering my little ticker. Let's just make that disappear, shall we? I hope you've seen it. I'll put it back up on the screen in a minute. Yes, she says, hello Bead Spider, Bev from Skipton. Looking forward to the video. Me too, Bev. So thanks for joining us. And I should also mention, she's done something I've not seen before. She's done a super sticker and donated £3. So thanks very much for that. It's very, very much appreciated. We've also got Janet here. She says, hi from snowy but sunny Scotland. The weather's quite nice here as well. We're in Cheltenham. Susan here is in Oxford. We've got, I don't know if I can say that one quite right. Mintje? I don't know. From Netherlands. So hello to you. We've got Graciela. Is somewhere where they speak Spanish, I assume. Or maybe Portuguese. I can't quite tell. Betty is here. She's a regular. Sue Morris as well. We've got Leanne. And of course, Debbie Smith, who is in Missouri. Welcome to you as well. She jumped on nice and early, so thanks for popping by. Yeah, let's just get into it today. I think I might jump on in. I've got my cup of tea. Make sure you've got yours so that you can sit down, relax, enjoy a cup of tea or a coffee if you prefer, and let's get into some beading, shall we? So, like I said, I'm going to be... I'll show you the different colours. I'm missing one of them, unfortunately. I don't seem to have it here. And then, let's just pop over here. Here we go. So, I'll put those materials back up on the screen, shall I? Here we go. Just so you know what we're using. So, of course, I'm going to be demonstrating... Oh, it didn't pop over to the other screen. Of course. There we go. So yes, I'm going to be demonstrating with this gorgeous charcoal color here. This is the one I'm going to demo with. I absolutely adore it. A lot of you have been very, very busy on the website, so already we're quite low in stock of some of the colors. I know usually we manage to get some restock in when they sell out, but these ones, stock is very, very limited. So if there's a particular one that you fancy, like this one I think is very low in stock if you want to get that one. We've also got These two, which I think are already low in stock as well. But don't worry, we've made sure the 3 most popular colors, we've made sure that we had the most stock of them, which is these 3 here, which this one is always extremely popular, the clear AB, the charcoal, because it's sort of more evening wear, and then it seems everybody likes blue. So we've got extra stock of these 3 to make sure that we don't run out on demand of those ones. But anyway, I'm going to demonstrate with the most popular one, the charcoal, which looks really spectacular, I think, personally. You know, you'll have to tell me what your opinion on them is. Wait a minute. Where am I? Let's just get things out of the way. There we go. So yeah, this is the one that I'm going to be using just here. So as I said, it's 6x8 little crystal drops that I've got, some size 8 seed beads, and then also, as always, spiral on thread. Oh, and let's take a little look at the clasp, because this one, it's a really cute little clasp. I really like it. Kay says pretty beads. I think you're right. I think they're gorgeous beads. I agree with you entirely there, Kay. Here we go. And Connie, she says, morning here in the USA, great way to start the day. A little bit of alliteration and you didn't even know it. You're a poet and you didn't know it. But thank you for joining. And then Betty, she says, I'm a big fan of the charcoal. Me too, Betty. Me too. So let's... I just realized I'm not in the corner anymore. Let's just pop me back up in there. I'm hiding from you all, it seems. There we go. So let's take a little look at the clasp, shall we? Oh, we've got someone from Belgium. I haven't recognized your name as well before, so I thought I'd pop you up on the screen just in case you're new. We've got Annie from cold Belgium. Belgium is a lovely part of the world, and they have lots of beers. That's why I'm a big fan of Belgium. But anyway, thank you, Annie, for joining us all the way from Belgium. Who else is new, by the way? This is the clasp I'm going to be using. This one just here, it's a really cute little lobster clasp in the shape of a heart. So it works just like your standard little lobsters, where if I just show you nice and close, let's zoom in actually. This is the nice easy way to do it. So it's a standard lobster claw, like that there. Pop your clasp in and then it closes back over, but it's in the shape of a heart. Very cool. But yeah, so if you're new, potentially like Annie, I think, because I don't recognize your name, if you want, there's a little link in the description where you can find how to watch our tutorials every time you want to give them a watch. We send a little email out, which is how many of you got here, I'm sure, about 15 minutes before we do our tutorials, or whenever we do our video streams, which I did one on when we brought out a new one just straight onto YouTube on Wednesday, which if you missed that tutorial, do make sure you go back and watch it. But like I said, if you don't get our emails, make sure you jump on, click that little link that says sign up, and try and click. Yeah, you'll get our email so that you know when we're going live. But also, if you are brand new, you will also get a £5 voucher to try out some of our beading patterns with. So a nice little incentive there as well. So anyway, these are the beads that I'm going to be using. Just before I begin though, I will show you what I did, what Wednesday's tutorial was. So like I said, we do have the videos on YouTube sometimes. So instead of lives, usually we're doing live videos. So every Friday it seems like we do lives, but we do also do our standard YouTube videos as well. We have a lot. I think we've got a couple of 80 to 100 or more different channels, videos on our channel. So we released a new one which shows how to make this gorgeous little design just here. So how to make a really lovely little Kumihimo design. You can go and watch that video for free from our tutorial library or the Bead Spider website or our YouTube channel or Facebook. Any of those places you can watch them. But yeah, this is the little design here. But also we do have a kit, which is this one just here, which we've gone for like the neutral color because you can wear it day or night, whenever or wherever. It can sort of wear it with anything because it's glam enough that you could wear it out for like an evening party, but then also it's nice enough that you could wear it just casually during the day as well. It's sort of multi-use, has many uses. It's Depends on what you're wearing as per what how to use it, I guess. But anyway, also it shows you how to graduate the beads. So see how it starts off really small and then gets really big. This kit is on sale, so if you want to get that one, jump over to the Bead Spider website and grab it. Otherwise, just with glass pearls, this is 4mm, and you can use any central bead that you want. We've got a few options in there if you want in the product category. Just jump on over to our website and take a look. But let's get going with today's tutorial, shall we? So I've just got some little size 8 seed beads just here. These are the ones that I'm going to be using. Like I said, I am going to show you how to make the charcoal design, which is this one just here. It's really simple, but as always, I do have my instructions. So let's take a look at the instructions. I'll make sure I'm on the very first one when we get started. Here we go. So this is the very first instruction. The little lobster on the end, of course. We've got the yellow ones are our size 8 seed beads, and then the big purple ones are our drops. So really easy to follow, hopefully. And then you'll see how my designs sort of work. I tend to do them all the same, relatively consistently. So anyway, let's just pop the little instruction up in the corner, and we'll pop back on over here. So like I said, I've got myself some Spider-Lon beading thread. I've gone for a nice dark color. I've chosen, there's like a charcoaly color that we have. That's what I'm going to be using. Essentially, you need about 2 meters of your beading thread. Whatever it is that you prefer, you can use Fireline, but we use Spider-Lon, of course. But then I've got a needle on both ends, so that's why we've got 2 different meters there. So let's just zoom in so we can really see what I'm doing here. Betty's asked me, how does the clasp work? All you do, just like a normal lobster, see how it's got this little claw here? We just pull on the claw and it opens up the heart. It opens your heart. It's the key to opening your heart. I'll flip it over even so you can see it better. There you go. And then you just attach your other end as you see fit. So let's begin, shall we? So first things first, I'll take one end of my little lobster and I'll just pop it into the middle of my thread here. So I'll grab both needles together, pull it all the way down so that this nice little piece is right in the center. You can go back through them again a couple of times if you want to wrap it around to make it extra secure, but because I'm demonstrating today, I'm not going to, because I suppose it's just, just that little bit longer. So the first thing we need is one of our size 8 seed beads. We need a little crystal as well, which if we have a look, I think personally it looks really nice if you do it so that you go the pointy end sticking outwards, sort of towards our size 8. Then we've got another size 8 little bead just here, and we will take that down one thread, and then we'll take our second needle through all of these same beads again, but in the same direction. So I'll just slide them into the center, through there, through the middle, and in here. Pull that, and then again I'm going to just make sure I've got both needles together, pull nice and tight, and then bring it all the way to the center of my design just here. So let's just give myself a little bit of space so that you can see everything I'm doing. And this is essentially, there we go, now it matches our little piece. Do you know what? As always, I know you guys like it when I flip it into right-handed view, so let's just do that now, shall we? Here we go, right-handed view. For some reason, the instruction's not showing. I wonder why. Oh, I don't seem to have it there. What's going on? Hiding from me. Here we go. Great, there. So, what I'm going to do now, essentially, now that I've got this, there you go, it looks kind of pretty much exactly the way it does in the diagram. I'm going to, let's just take a look at the next instruction. Whoops, here we go. So this is what we're doing now. So essentially, this is why we've got 2 needles on one side, which is the red needle. I'm going to I'm going to take a crystal, a seed bead and a crystal through it, but you can see that the crystals are facing in opposite directions. Then I'm going to take my other needle and do exactly the same again once more, so that they're sort of crossing over together through that one size 8 bead at the end. So crystal size 8 and a crystal on both, and then cross over through that one final size 8 bead. So on my first little needle here, I'll just separate my two threads so that I can sort of see them apart. You can see they're a little bit twisted around each other, but hey, that doesn't matter too much. Let's just get ourselves nicely into position here. And now, like I said, with one needle, we'll go through the base towards the point. We'll pick up one size 8 bead, and now this time we'll go through the tip in towards the base of our drop. Slide it all the way down. And I'll just pop my needle over to the side here because I don't need that one for now. Now I'll grab 2 more crystals. And essentially what I'm going to do is go from the fat side to the tip, then one size 8 seed bead, now the thin side to the fatter side, and slide that down to the end as well. So there you go. We can see that's sort of the start of our little design just here. See it coming together? Now what I'm going to do is just pick one of my size 8 seed beads, which, here we go, there's one just there, and I'm going to take both needles in opposite directions. So one needle this way and the other needle back through the other way. So I'll just pull it down onto one for now, like so. And now I'll take the other one, because my, whoops, it's a little close maybe. I'll just zoom out a teeny touch so we can see what I'm doing. So here we go. The thread is going this way. So let's take our second needle here, the one attached to this one here, back through that same bead, but in the opposite direction now. See that? Through the same bead, opposite direction. So it's essentially a form of right angle weave that we're doing. So when you pull that tight, it gives you that really nice little lock, firm square of your drops. Let's see. I see lots of people commenting in, as always, which is fabulous. Thank you. I see Wayne has joined us. Hi, Wayne. Thanks for dropping by. I'm going to have a nice little sip of tea, I think. So let's take a look at our next instruction, shall we? Wait a minute. There it is. So our next instruction, I'm going to just continue that same process for the entire length of my little bracelet piece. Whatever size you want it to be, you would sort of do that amount. You do have, I think, I'm trying to remember exactly how many crystals you get. But anyway, you want to make sure you don't run out of crystals. So it's important that you've sort of keep them sparingly. I think the number of boxes that fits most people, 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 little boxes is probably going to give you a nice long piece, but also that's why we give you this extension chain piece so that you can extend your design to make sure, see look, there's an extra 2 inches worth of chain there so that you don't have to worry about running out or anything like that. Let's see. Let's pop that back in here. Oh, I tell you, it's going all over the place today. What is going on? My instructions are, here we go. There we go. Great. So I'm going to just repeat this process a couple times more, as always, but you can do this with one needle. I see that's a question. Would this be possible to do with one needle? Yes, it is. You certainly can. You would just make each box and continue along. In fact, if you like, I'll do one box with 2 needles, one more box with 2 needles, and then I'll do one with 1 needle. You know, because you can do it that way if you prefer. So let's just, same as before, one little one from the fat end to the thin. Then we've got a size 8 seed bead. And then we're going to go from the thin end to the fatter of the two. There we go. And then I'll just do the same again with my other ones. So 2 little crystals, fat end to the thin, through one of my size 8 seed beads, and then the thin end through to the fat. Slide it down, just like that there. And now let's get one more size 8 seed bead, and then this thread is going to go through it in this direction, so that way. Oops, it's just out of shot there. So through that way, and then I'll take my other needle out of the way, just get it out of there. There we go. And now I'll take this thread from here through this same bead, but in the opposite direction, to create that little right angle weave. So nice, simple, easy little design that comes together super quickly with 2 needles. Of course, this is why I do the 2 needle method, because I find it's really, really quick, but also when it comes towards the end, it's a little bit quicker. You'll see. We can do both sides simultaneously. But hey, as promised, I'll do one with 1 needle, shall I? So again, we're going to start, so I'll do all 4 of them if you like, in one go. So fat end through to the thin. Oh, I just realized I'm just a fraction out of shot. Let's just move the camera. Oops. Just a tiny bit more that way. There we go. I'll just zoom out. There we are. So yes, fat, then through a seed bead, then thin end to fat end, through a seed bead, then we've got through the fat end to the thin end, we go a seed bead again, and then the thin end to the fat end, just as before. All 4 of them on the one, if you want to do the 1 needle method, that is. And then we're just going to go through this little bead at the base again to create the little square. See, there you go. It's a pretty similar little thing, and then you've just got to weave yourself around until you're coming out of this same central bead again. See, there you go. So you can very easily do 1 needle or 2 needles, whichever way you prefer. That's how to do them both. Essentially, whichever one is your preference. But yeah, I like doing it with 2 needles just because I find it's quicker, and then you'll see soon when we get to the end why I also opt for 2 needles, just because I find it makes the finishing off process really quick. So I'll just get this one through here, and then we'll just bring this one through again as well. The nice thing is these crystals have lovely big holes, and so do the seed beads, so that when you want to if you want to weave back through everything to firm it all up, to tighten it, get it all looking really ship-shape and lovely, you can go through the beads lots and lots of times so that they are really, really clean and neat. Also, I should mention, if you want to, if you didn't get last week's macrame super bundle thing, which I'll just tell you this while I do the next little iteration. The one for making this little pendant piece here with the crown knots. If you didn't get that one, or the little twisted one, all these things that I did in last week's tutorial, the macrame jewelry makers collection that we did on sale last week. That sale is ending very, very soon. So you've only got, I think, until Sunday to get one of those macrame super saver kits, macrame jewelry makers kits, if you want to get that in time. So they've got all sorts of different little goodies inside, but if you want to, because it comes with all the instructions and there's massive discounts and stuff, that sale is ending in just a couple of days. So there's not long left if you wanted to get one of those macrame super savers, macrame jewelry makers collections. But yeah, that's still available for now. And of course, the kit for Wednesday's tutorial, the little one I did or Jermaine's video that she did that we released on Wednesday, the Silver Moon kit, that one with the gorgeous focal pendant in the center, that kit is on sale. But we also have on there, on that same page, which if you haven't been to our website before, it's www.beadspider.co.uk. So if you look all the way down there, just below our logo, that's our web address. Head over there. You can also get our free download of a Kumihimo disc template, so that if you don't have a Kumihimo disc for doing Kumihimo designs, we've got a little template so that you can make one of your own. I'll just do one more little box and then we'll continue on, and I'll sort of show you. I'm just going to make a mini piece today, really easy little quick design, just one mini one, so I'll progress on once I've done one more little iteration. I see there's lots of comments coming through, of course. Jan Alston is here. Hi, Jan. Thanks for dropping by. Lovely to see you. But yes, who else is here that's new? I'm looking for some people who are new. Someone who's new, comment in and say hello so I can pop your comment up and we can get everybody to give you a nice warm bead spider welcome. You know, that's a nice thing that I like when we do that. So if you're new here, comment in and say hello. Let's just pop on the bottom here the little ticker of today's offer, shall we? Here, I'll just pop that bottom on the screen. So yes, if you want to get this kit or, any three of them, you'll save 20%. So the kit itself is pretty inexpensive. I think it's about $7.50 for one. Or if you get three, you get 20% off. So really, really inexpensive if you want to get 3 romance kits in one little go. Just get them all at once and see the savings. Very, very easy to do that if you fancy. So there we go. So this is pretty much about as long as I want it to be. For now, obviously you can do it longer if you want to. It's entirely up to you if it needs to be. Here we go. Someone who's new. We've got quite a few. We've got Jacqueline Walker. Let's just get rid of this little ticker again. There we go. Yes, Jacqueline Walker. She says, I'm new. I love your demos. Very informative. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Jacqueline. We've got Ali here who says, where is it? No, wrong one. There it is. Ali Juarez. Hello from Southern California. Alison Newton is here. She says, from Cape Town. Wow, welcome all the way from South Africa there. And then we've got Nancy as well. She says, hello, I'm new. She's over on YouTube, because if you didn't know, this is live right now, both on YouTube and Facebook as well, because we do both. And you can also be watching straight from the Bead Spider website. So we've got everywhere covered. You can be watching from anywhere pretty much. So let's just pop over now and take a look at the instructions. I don't know why they've gone back to the beginning. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to more or less finish off exactly the same way that we did once. So I'll do one more square and then I'll show you how this ending differs. So see how both needles go through the one little seed bead towards the end? That's what we're going to do on this little instance here as well. So yeah, let's just pop that back up there. There we go. So I'll do one last little iteration. I need to get myself a few more of my crystals, these gorgeous little 6x8 crystal donuts. Sorry, crystal drops. These little fellas here, they're really sparkly. I love them. So let's get one last little iteration, and then this time, instead of crossing through, we're going to do one at a time, both needles in the same direction. So that's kind of going to give us that sort of straightening out effect. So let's go through the fat end, through one of these size 8s, through the thin end, and now finally, well, I'll do it at the end. I'll do the same on the other one. So through here, through that fat end, through my little size 8 seed bead as well, plus my crystal from the pointy end. Obviously, if you want to do it the other way, where they're all sort of the opposites, you can do that too. It makes a fun little slight difference in the view on how it looks. Any other people who said they were new? Can't quite see them. Here we go. Betty here is welcoming Jacqueline Walker. She says, welcome to the party, as it were, the Bead Spider party. So let's do that last little iteration now, but this time, because I want them to come together, I'm going to just take the one bead, just pick up one of these size 8s, and I'm going to go both needles through it in the same direction. So see that one? The thread's coming from here, so let's take this needle through it as well. Same direction, and then when we pull it tight we get pretty much the exact same effect, but now our threads are together. So like in our little diagram there, we can now take our little drop bead here, thread through him with the one needle, do the same. I'll go through a size 8 as well while I'm here. Now I'll just go through the same beads with my other needle, both of them there, see that? Through both. Pull it down and get it nice and tight. So let's make sure they're nice and even together. There we go. Perfect. Just like that there. And that's all nicely ready now to attach the end of our extension chain. So see that there? Let's just zoom in a tiny little bit closer. So if I just sort of use this as an opportunity to sort of lock that clasp in, what I'm going to do is take my needle through it once and twice in this direction. I mean, it doesn't matter too much, but that just gives it like a little loop around. And now I'll take my other needle again through the same one, but in the opposite direction. Go through there the once, pull it nice and tight, pull them both through nice and tight, and I'll even go through it once more again, just to make it extra secure, like that. Pull that nice and tight, nice and tight, nice and tight, and then that's going to bring that thread all the way down nice and firmly to the base of our design here, ready to continue back down our work. So if we take a look at the next instruction, oops, here we go. There's the next instruction just here. So what I'm going to do now is take both threads, one down the left and one down the right, and make sure I'm exiting from the first size 8 bead after our little set of sort of crystals in the middle of our first little right angle weavy section that we're going to do. We're going to make sure we're coming out of the size 8 beads. Here we go. We just had, in other news, this is from Purple Penny here. She says, I just had my vaccination. Do you know what? I've had my first one as well, actually. Who else has already... I know there were people talking about vaccinations last week, but I'm glad to see that people are starting to get theirs. That's a nice thing to be hearing. I'm glad to hear it. Hopefully world can start getting back to normal. But hey, if you do, and it means that you're out and about in the world, I hope you don't forget about me. I want you to be able to still come and watch my streams. I'm still going to be streaming, so I hope you'll still be able to watch. Even after everyone's vaccinated, let's keep the fun going. So I'm going to go down the other side now, which looks like the right side to you, but it's actually my left side because I got the camera flipped. I'll go down here and through that first little bead, and I'll just take this opportunity to pull my end really, really firm so that the clasp is on tight and all the beads are on tight and everything is on tight, just by holding that little clasp and pulling on the thread, and that just pulls everything nice and tight together. Look at that, super firm, just how we want it. Holding the clasp at the base, and then you just pull each thread. So I'll pull this thread here first, then I'll just hold this and pull the other thread, and that gets everything firm. So now let's take a look at the next diagram. Here we are. Next one. So we're going to work back down. This is the point where I like having 2 needles, because I'm going to do the left side, sort of adding to the width of my little crystal design, and then I'm going to do the same on the right as well. So first things first, let's have a lovely sip of tea, keep myself nice and warm in the cold wintry weather. A nice warm tea is always welcome. So let's just grab a few more of these little crystals while I'm here. Straight off my strand. There we go. And now I'm going to use just this one needle for now. So I'll just slide it over so that you can really see what I'm doing. And I'm going to work with just this one edge. So I'm going to go through the, if you look on this one, we sort of do the opposite now. So I'm going to go through the thin end towards the fat end, like that. Then I'm going to, because essentially what we're doing is adding our extra row. So we're doing this second row out here just by adding it to the outside edge. So I'll pick that up there. I've got my little size 8 beads as well. So I'll take a size 8 and then same in the opposite direction through the big end, through to the small end. And then we're going to jump across to our next little size 8 bead up the edge here. So through that little size 8, only the size 8, not any of the crystals, just through there. And then pull that nice and firm. And then there you go. You can see it's just that little bit wider now. So let's do it again. Here we go. Let's just get 2 more crystals. Here's a nice big long comment. I haven't finished reading it yet. Here we go. Here we go. FMCD. I don't know. Says, hello Matthew, thanks for delivering so quickly my order. Done another one today. I love your classes. Your diagrams are so neat and easy to understand. May I ask which software you use? Thanks again. So I use Adobe programs to do that one. I know they're a little, it's quite a complex little program to use, but I think it's a really good little tool. But, you know, there are free options as well if you want to give those a go. You know, but I'm a big fan of using Adobe Illustrator as my go-to program. But hey, thanks. I'm glad you've got your order nice and quickly. Which, if I don't know, are you in the UK or are you in the US? Because we do ship globally. If you don't know, for those of you who are new, we do ship everywhere in the world. It just depends where you are on how it works. So if you are in, for example, the UK, if you become a member on our website, which is completely free to do, you get, I'm just going to continue down the edge here while I do this, you get free postage as long as you're spending £10. So really, really inexpensive if you're in the UK, because we can just send it direct to you via Royal Mail. If you are in the US, we do also ship there as well. All we do is, oh, actually, you know what? I've just realized I've made a teeny weeny mistake. This is a good opportunity to show you how easy it is to undo it if you make a mistake. So see how this little crystal, it's not facing the right way. See, they're both facing the same direction. It's really easy. It's all you've got to do is just undo. This is a good thing about spider-on thread that I'm using. You just undo your little thread there, pull it back, take that crystal off, and then, like I said, because I'm using spider-on thread, the end never frays. So it's a great material to use because you can really easily, see, there you go, I've already rethreaded my needle. Thread it back on. And then I can just put my crystal on the right way. So now, fat end through to the thin. Yes, I'm starting to see people saying, did you just make a mistake? Yes, I did, but I managed to catch it. You know, I never get away with these things, do I? If I ever make a mistake, I'm glad I see it, but also none of you are going to let me get away with that one either. Here we go. Yeah, so if you're in the US, I know I got a bit distracted there. If you're in the US and you want to order from us, there's 2 options. We have a flat rate of £6.50 for standard. No tracking though, of course, because that's a little bit more expensive. So what we do if you want tracked, we send you a little invoice. So essentially you fill your order, you get everything that you want to choose, and then we pack it up, we weigh it, we package it as small as we can, and try and figure out the most inexpensive way that we can get it to you, so that you've got your fully finished, you know, you've got your entire package ready and waiting. Did I just make that same mistake again? I did too. I'm really not paying attention. I'm too busy talking about postage. So this is the mistake you don't want to do. Don't take your needle through, because you might get caught in there. Just take your thread off. I should be paying more attention. There There we go. So yeah, we do invoiced shipping if you want it tracked, or if you are sort of outside the UK, the EU, or North America, we do just tracked shipping, because obviously it's a different set of prices for wherever you are in the world. So we don't want people to have to just sort of fork out this really expensive amount to cover wherever it is in the world. We sort of make sure you're only paying for exactly what it is that what you've ordered. So we try to make it as inexpensive as possible. And of course, if you're in the EU, it's just a flat rate of £6 shipping, or again, you can get the invoiced tracked shipping. So there we go. So we're almost done on this one side. I tell you, at this rate, I'm going to get the whole design done. It's not going to take me long, is it? So let's just pull this one nice and tight. There we go. And again, last one. Yep, everybody's noticed my little mistake there. I noticed it too, don't worry. There we go. So there, one more. And I'm paying better attention. Now they're both on the right way, the way that they're meant to be looking now. So I'm confident now that I can thread through. And now because we've reached the end, that's pretty much where we stop. For this left side here, well, looks like the right side for you guys because I'm doing it right-handed view. So there we go. That's that side done. And now essentially, I'm going to just come back here. I've got my other needle as well.
Still all wrong. Look at it. It's back from. Look.
Have I? No, I've done it right.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I've done it right.
No, you haven't. Look at your diagram.
What?
It's pointy. Oh. It's pointy.
Oh, yeah.
You've gone fat.
Yeah, no, oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, well, I am going wrong. I am going all wrong. Oh, well, they're all around the wrong way. Oh, well, doesn't matter. There you go. The good thing is, if you want to pull them out, it's really, really easy. You just, I'm not going to. It's, it's one of those things. We'll call it a blooper Friday. But yeah, so just take your needle off. Pull them all off. It doesn't take long. That's the good thing. If you want to undo them all, I wanted to finish the design. Doesn't matter. Do you know what? I'll undo it because you can see how easy it comes undone. Just like this. Pull, 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 pull. So I'll just take these ones off. Take these ones off. And then you can just pull it through until you get back to doing it correctly, which is, here's the mistake. There we go. Look at that. Easy. How quick was that? Easy to find the mistakes and just go back and fix them. And then again, no need to worry about that frayed end. Just thread your needle back on. And I'll be back at where I was in just like 1 minute's time. So thin through the seed bead and then fat. And I can just do it really quickly because I'm not going to be showing you anymore. There we go. Then we go thin through the bead. And then the fat one through that size 8. Look at that. The mistake was ages ago, and I'm already almost back to where I was. Look at that. Make sure I don't make a mistake on the last one. There we go. Pull through there. Great. Now I'm paying more attention. Now it's all fixed. Crisis averted really quickly and easily. See, that's a good thing. It's almost like I did it on purpose so that I could show you guys that. Yeah, that's right, on purpose. Anyway, so there we go. We've got that side all fixed now. If you prefer, you can use your other hand and go up this same other edge, or just flip it over and work the same way again, just because it's really easy. And now this time, I'm going to make sure I do it correctly, but I'll do the whole side in just a few seconds. You'll see. You just do your second side like this, go through that same little bead, down the edge, pull it all the way through, and then I'll do the next one, through the thin end, through my bead, through the fat one, and down there. See, look at that. It's coming together very, very quickly. We're almost there. We're almost home free. Let's just do the last couple. I'll need a couple extra little drops, I think, off my design. There we go. No, nearly put it on the wrong way. There we go. through here as well. Got my concentration face. If you need to, you can just bend it out of the way slightly. Pull that through. And then I need 2 more crystals. Here they are. So through the thin end, through that size 8, and then finally through the fat end, through the next one. And I know this is only a mini little bracelet that I've made, but the good thing is, because it's got that nice long extension chain, it will actually probably still fit. Surprising. Might surprise you, but it fits really nicely. So let's just pull that nice and tight, pull this nice and tight, and then ta-da! All finished, just like that there. Zoom out a teeny touch. Let's just hide that little instruction. No, apparently not. There we go. So, yeah, essentially you can, yep, everybody's, yay! Jermaine had to rush in and save the day, so she says hurrah. There we go. And Jan says, well done for that. Thanks, Jan. But hey. Yep. Oh, this is the ethos I like to take. Betty says, what mistake? I don't know, Betty. I don't know. No one can see it now. It's gone. Looks like it's all fixed. Here we go. Do you do this in kit? If not, how much would it cost, please? So, Dawn, yes, we have a kit, which I will use this opportunity to show you our website. So, on the Bead Spider website, which I need to update the homepage, actually, if we just head over to the Bead Spider website, here it is. This is the homepage. I'm going to update it soon, though. Today's video still says it's upcoming. But anyway, if you just click the link in the description that says, you know, view today's tutorial or whatever. It's the same as, it will be there soon, the view all related products. I'll make the changes once the video is finished. But anyway, you can see all the products from all the videos that we've been doing, which essentially all last week's macrame one, they're all in here. This is the kit for the Silver Moon, the graduated hematite, the graduated one that we did, and then here, this is today. So if you come on here, you'll see they've got the pattern download if you just want the pattern. Otherwise, we've got the any 3, so you just click on this one, choose whichever 3 you like best, and then you just come in and you say, do you know what? Oh, there's only 2 left of the gold. I'll have a gold one, I'll have a clear one, I'll have a blue one, and oh, there's not many of the emerald either. I'll have, well, the charcoal because I love it. There you go. You choose the 3 you like, you add it to your basket, and then if you want, see, it's added to the basket now. You can go through and choose 3 more if you want to, or if you like 3 of the same, you can go, do you know what? I'm gonna have 2 of this clear one and 1 blue one. You can do that too, or 3 of the same, whatever. You can do it again, and then you get a second whole set, whichever one. See, look, now you got 2 different sets. One which is cobalt, one which is crystal, and one which is charcoal, and then one that's 1 cobalt and 2 crystal. However you prefer it, you can do it. It's really, really easy, but I might take those both out of my basket so that you guys can still access them just in case. But hey, if you're brand new completely, just check out here, Kits and Tutorials, Video Tutorials, or if you're on mobile, I might be able to show you it in mobile form, the little menu. But anyway, this is our tutorial library. So you can see, here's today's video tutorial if you want to come back on the left there. Here's Wednesdays. Here are all 3 from last week. We've got my Love Heart ones in the middle there, the Mosaic bracelet that I did, the Harlequin bracelet, these 3 from our beaded, our other jewelry makers collection, those 3 there, the poinsettia. Hey, let's load some more, shall we? There's even more. There's all Christmassy things. I tell you, it's been a while since we did Christmassy things, it seems. Halloween stuff. You just keep going back and back. This one's really fun, the beaded dress. If you want to watch that one, there's a free pattern for that too. So right here. You can watch the little video if you want. Just click there and watch it. Otherwise, you can check out our Mayuki Delicas or check out the products for the dress. And there it is. There's the free little pattern for the beaded dress. There's a guide to brick stitch. If you've never done brick stitch, we've got a fabulous guide to doing brick stitch. And then lots and lots of different beads and products and all sorts, some delicas, all sorts. That's how we do each one of these little tutorial pages. But let's just see if this will work. Hopefully it will. I might be able to view it so that it looks like it's in mobile. Oh, no. Didn't quite want to happen for me. Oh well. I hoped that would work, but it didn't. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so let's just shrink that back down a bit. But yeah, so if you are watching on mobile, there's a little hamburger menu, as they call them, in the top left corner. You click on that, and then you'll be able to find that, tutorials and our patterns and all of that in the little menu there as well. But yeah, so the kit for today, they're really, really inexpensive, actually. I think it was just £7.50 per little kit there. Let's just pop back over. No, let's find my face, shall we? But yeah, that's essentially well, actually, I'll just show you one last thing. Let's just get this comment out of the way. Oh, everybody's... Where's my comment? There it is. Wow, that one's a long time ago. We've had a lot of comments since then. Yeah, so the last thing that we're going to do is, if you want to firm it all up, because you can see it's nice and long, firm it all up, just sort of tying your beads in, weave all the way through it. But even though I've made just a mini one, the funny thing is, ooh, it's going to come loose here. Wait, let's tie a knot or two, just to make sure it stays nice and firm. I'll just come through here and tie a little knot in here. I'll do a blanket stitch just here. Keep that nice and firm. Do my blanket stitch, so underneath here, to create this little loop, like that. Go through the loop, and then as I pull that tight, there's one little knot, which will do, which will sort of keep that side nice and firm for now while I show you putting it on. And then I'll just do the same here, just through the crystal. Pull that side nice and tight too. And then I'll do another little blanket stitch under there. Creates another little loop, which will go inside that loop there. Make sure it's nice and pulled tight. And then, there we go. Blanket stitches. There we go. And now it's relatively firm, but you can keep weaving through if you want to. But have a look. See, look, there it is. Even though I've made a teeny weeny one, it's still going to fit me, because it's got that lovely long extension chain. See, look. If I wanted to, well, if gravity would let me. See, it comes all the way to here, and the extension chain also comes to there. So I would be able to close that over if gravity was going to be my friend. But yeah, so even though it's a teeny weeny one, it fits. Here we go. Purple Penny says, that would make a lovely... Carissa, I believe, but says that makes a lovely choker. Yes, you're right. Here we go. Beverly says, lesson in fixing mistakes. Exactly. My number one tip when it comes to fixing mistakes in seed bead work is take the needle off. You'll always save yourself trouble just by taking the needle off. It's always easier to rethread a needle than it is to try and untangle a thread that's caught in a bead, and you've, oh my goodness, my life has just been spent trying to undo my impatience. Just take the needle off. That's my tip for today. But yeah, let's see. Yes, Jan agrees. She says, yes, it would make a good choker. You could even put a little pendant on it. Do you know what? This could be a fun idea. Just seeing as we're talking about it, I might as well... You could even just use a couple of your crystals to make the pendant. I'll see if I can bring some threads over. This could make for a fun idea, you know. Seeing as we're talking about it, I'll just bring it down this edge here, through a few beads... See if this works. This is always fun. People come up with good ideas, and I go, do you know what? I'm going to give that a go. So I'm going to just weave myself to the center of my choker, as per Jan's idea just here. And then wherever the middle would be, we'll just pretend that this is the middle, even though it's not. Let's just pretend for now. Pull that through. So if this was our middle, we could just take a few of these little beads. Let's say... 3 of them. 3 little crystals. What do you think? This is gonna be fun. See what you guys think. It's also easy to widen if you want to, of course. You just keep doing extra rows, but you might need to make a little mini piece. So what I'm going to do is go like this, so that it's the firm end. Add on 1 little size 8. I'll go down as though I'm going towards a little droppy bit, which you can do the drop upwards or downwards, however you prefer, like that there. Put on a little seed bead. See, look, we're creating, we're having fun, we're designing. We'll go down through that little seed bead again. Do you know what, actually? This could be even nicer. Before we do that, let's add on another crystal. I think that'll be cool. Make it 2 crystals long, if you wanted to. And this is if you wanted to do it like a choker. You might need 2 kits if you wanted to do it like a choker, though. But hey, why not? This is fun. I'm making myself a nice little crystal-y drop. So through here, through the little seed bead, like so. Pull it nice and tight. And then, of course, because I used up an extra crystal, I'm going to need 1 more. So we'll go through the tip and then into here. And now wait till you see what happens when we pull it nice and tight. I'll just hold this little bead tight and pull. And then there you go. If it was a choker, you'd have a really cute little drop in the middle. Let's flip it over. What did you think of that? That's a fun idea. So that was a great idea there from a combination, I guess, from Purple Penny, who said, Carissa, who said, let's do it as a choker. Yeah, great idea. And then, hey, why not make the choker have a drop, said Jan. And there you go. There's a nice little drop that you could do in the middle of a choker. Even if you wanted to do it a little bit thinner or something, there you go. There's a nice little drop for the middle of a choker. Always fun. Any other ideas that people said? Here we go. So, AD, I'm not sure who. Matthew, I know this question is a little off topic. Let's just go to my face now, shall we? Come on, fade over to my face. Let's do it now. Here we go. I know this question is off topic, but can you suggest what's a good plastic or wire to use for semi-precious stone beads? Depends how you want to use them, I guess. If you wanted to do just like a simple strung necklace, for sure, 100% I would say use tiger tail jewellery wire. If you want a knot between them, much like how you would with pearls, exactly the same as you would with pearl beads, use a pearl knotting thread. If you wanted to use even just something like our Spiderlon, like what I've been using today, that is also something quite good. It just depends exactly how you want to do it. If you wanted to wrap it with wire and do decorative things with it, you could use like a 0.4 artistic wire, of course. But yeah, it's entirely up to the sort of design that you want to do. But I would say, we'll assume you're talking about strung sort of simple necklaces and things. I would use tiger tail jewelry wire, which is nylon coated stainless steel, and you use little crimps, which we have that on our website, of course. But that one, it's really, really strong, but gives you a nice drape. But yeah, so what did everybody think? Here we go. Purple Penny says, a drop on each little one of these would make it look very Victorian. You're right. Very nice idea as well. Let's see. I've missed some other questions. Doesn't matter. But anyway, I do have some pictures this week, it seems. So I'll just see if I can grab them very, very quickly. Up, because I know I didn't mention it, but hey, if you want to be on the show, I forgot to mention it today, but I've been told to mention it. If you want to send us your pictures live at beadspider.co.uk, I will try and get you onto the show. Also, Betty, which I'll just put my face back on. Betty says, I didn't notice if the thread was included. Yes, all of our kits include everything. So you get instructions, you get thread, you get needles, all the beads, clasp, everything is included with our kits. So our kits, they are an all-in-one, as it were. So you don't need to worry about that one. Here we go. Where are we? Let's just find the pictures that people have been sending in, shall we? Let's see. I've just been told by Andrew that there's some lovely ones, so I'll just jump in and find them all. What's today? February 12th. Happy Chinese New Year, by the way, everyone. It's Chinese New Year today, the Year of the Ox, which was what inspired me to do the Chinese crown knots last week, which was, well, where's the red one? Because I think that one's particularly Chinese New Year-y. The Chinese crown knots. If you missed that one, go check that out. That's last Friday's tutorial. It's, Chinese crown knots. It's Chinese New Year. Give it a go. Why not? So let's take a look at the pictures that people have sent in to us. Here we go. So, Andrest. I don't know why it says 0112, but whatever. She has sent us a really lovely little piece just here. That one looks like potentially on like a felt backing and then stitched onto the felt backing. A bit like, what's it called? It's in my brain. Oh, well, I can't think of it right now. But anyway, all of those beautiful little beads that she's done there, looking absolutely lovely. And then onto a backing fabric, I would assume. Come on, brain. I'm trying so hard to remember what it's called. I know I've got the word right there in my noggin somewhere, but it's hiding from me. So that's Andrest. Thank you for sending that one in. Off your bead mat. Looks great. Colleen Rose, she says, my New Year's Eve beading party. That one looks like something fantastic. I love it. Looks really, really nice. That's one of our designs, actually, from our twins book. So clearly Colleen has got one of our little twin kits, or at least the instructions from it. You can see there's a similar little drop to what I made today. But yeah, looks like she's made a really lovely little twin bracelet there, and also that pendant looks absolutely gorgeous. The crystal looks lovely. By the way, I've just seen in the comments, Betty says it's her birthday tomorrow, so I'll just pop that one up on the screen so that everybody can wish you happy birthday. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Betty. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Let's get back to these pictures, shall we? No, apparently it doesn't want to. There we go. Let's have a look. What's next? We've got some more from Colleen. Real stones. So that looks like a banded agate, I would say, the pink maybe, or a jasper of some form, and maybe rose quartz, or cherry quartz and rose quartz. Maybe there's the combination. Here we go. Crackle beefs. I don't know why it says beefs. I don't know. Some rondelles, some bicones. The center is the crystal and netted design you showed last week. I think it's bicones are 4 mil. Oh, this must have been, yeah. This is probably must have been sent in quite some time ago. The netted center was too loose, so I changed it out for the buttered fly. Well, so she's sort of made a bit of both. Rhodonite, yes, Jermaine says rhodonite. Good thought. So yeah, Colleen looks fabulous there as well. I really love that little design. Looks absolutely lovely. What else? More from Colleen. Colleen's been very busy. She sent us lots and lots of pictures over Christmas time. Late Christmas projects. I made my own ear wires. Wow, she made the ear wires themselves. How industrious of you. And then used rings for the base. Cannot get all the colors to come out because you can see there's going to be, I think it's called dichroic glass, potentially, her little pendanty bits. I love the use of the chain that you've done there. But yeah, you can see they've got all of these lovely colors that come out. Unfortunately, you can only see a little bit of it, but they are really spectacular beads. I've seen similar ones before, but beautiful there from Colleen. Here we go, Debbie. Debbie, she said, I finished my mosaic bracelet, which was my tutorial about 2 weeks ago, bottom left corner there. She said, and I absolutely love it. Could be one of my new favorites. I've attached a couple of photos of finished bracelets. I do have a question. The clasp on the mosaic bracelet. All right, Andrew's posted too much information. Yes, that clasp is on the website, I believe. I'll have to check on that one. But it'll be FBCLM and then probably, I don't know, 50 something. But yeah, have a look. It'll be FBCLM. That's all of our magnetic clasps. We got lots. Up in the middle there, she's got the Labyrinth bracelet, which looks really nice as well. And then that looks like our Venetian in the bottom right corner. So Debbie's been very busy making all of our kits, it seems. Great work there to Debbie, and thank you for sending in your 3 different pictures there. Doris, wow, you've been busy as well. They look like our glamour bracelets. Hello, Matthew. Loved your tutorial for the glamour bracelets. I was right. I made 2 of them. One yesterday, which was purple and lilac, and one this morning, lilac and purple, both with 4mm pink bicones. Looks absolutely fabulous. I look forward to your tutorials, but I missed you last Wednesday. Regards, Doris. Well, the good thing is, if you missed us last Wednesday, Doris, you can watch any time you like, whenever it is. I have a feeling Jermaine has put a link or the number of the clasp up. CLM 103. I'm not sure if that's correct. Maybe. But anyway, I'm not sure if that's the little round one. Here we go. And Seema has sent us lots of pictures. So we've got some really lovely designs. It's a little bit dark, unfortunately. I wish Andrew had sort of oomphed the brightness a bit for us, but really beautiful beaded designs that she's done there. That little bottom corner one looks really spectacular, a little netted thing, kind of similar to the Ruth Bader Ginsburg tutorial that Jermaine did, I think. But yeah, it looks really, really lovely there. All of those different designs, they're so much fun. Seema sends us some really beautiful pictures. There's a lot of seed bead work that she does, and you know, she's clearly getting lots of inspiration from all over the place. But great job there to Seema as well. Sharon Brown, I totally lost my mojo when our big dog was ill with lymphoma. Wow, I hope it's okay. And didn't pick up a single bead since Christmas. He's helped over the. Oh, okay. Yes, unfortunately, he's gone over the Rainbow Bridge. Very, very sad to hear that. That's very sad. It's never pleasant to hear that. But I'm glad that you've gotten back into the beading. But yes, she's made a little origami box, which was a design by Ake Jonkov. I'm not sure. I hope you like it, says Sharon. Yes, Sharon, I absolutely adore it. I think it looks fantastic. I love that design, how it pops out and everything. Clearly a very clever designer. I haven't seen that one before, but looks gorgeous. So thank you to Sharon. Here we go. Wayne Wiley. Wayne's been busy. Wayne says warped squares. Wow, that pendant on the right, fabulous. In spite of what some say warped represents the stitch, not my personality or my sense of humor. I think it might cover my personality and my humor. Warped certainly is an accurate description. But beautiful work there. Those little stars in the bottom left looks kind of Christmassy themed. I love that one. And then that pendant on the right, that's absolutely fabulous. A beautiful little design made by Wayne there. Great job, Wayne. Looks absolutely beautiful. I think we've got some more from Wayne. Yes, we do. This was fun, but while the final construction worked, it was confusing, and it's pretty cool. So this looks kind of similar to maybe the origami. Oh, it's a kaleidocycle thing. You know those things that you had when you were a kid, and you'd be like, you know, what color's this, that, and you use your hand, and sort of it's in your hand, and you go open, left, right, left, right, left, right. Look kind of like one of those things. So that looks really, really cool and really fun. But great job there as well. That probably looked like it was time consuming. And then Wayne's got something really pretty as well. Cup chains. Okay. Attached to a thin strips of vegan leather. Very nice. And then he looks like he's done some macrame with it as well. The cords were strung with beads before I started, and one bead was placed on each side with each square knot. Okay. So he's done some square knot macrame and then added beads with the macrame on the edges there. Really fun. Great little strips that you've made there, and they must make really lovely little bracelets. Is that everything now? Yes, and now we're back to Andrest. So a big thank you to all of you who sent their pictures in. I guess I should just pop here Yes, I accidentally muted myself. I don't know how I did that. Very strange. Weird things are happening. Anyway, good. I'm glad someone's pointed that out. Yes, I must have hit the mute button somehow. I didn't press that button, but it seems to have happened. But yeah, so yeah, thank you everybody for joining me today. Dora says, are you talking to myself? Yes. I'm just sitting here going, no. Clearly I must have accidentally pressed the little mute button there. But yes, thank you everybody for joining me today. I will be back next week, whether or not it's going to be 2 live tutorials or a live tutorial and a YouTube tutorial. I haven't quite decided yet. I'm in the middle of working on something quite big, quite fun, quite interesting. So it's taking a bit of time to develop. Whether or not it'll be ready in time for this coming week, I'm not sure. I'm trying. I'm going to be working over the weekend, I think, to get it ready, but we'll see. If not, maybe the week later. But yeah, so depending on what that's going to be, it'll either be Wednesday and Friday. Well, it will be Wednesday and Friday, I'm pretty sure. But whether or not they're live or just on YouTube, doesn't matter. But the plan is that I'm going to try and have the for you guys to watch. I've seen which button magically seems to think it's the mute button now. I found it. But yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to get that happening for you guys. Where are all my fade buttons gone? There we go. But yeah, so next Wednesday, of course, I'll try and have something on. But if you want to know what's coming up and when, the best way is, as per the little thing that's about to start ticking along the bottom, is sign up to our newsletter. There's a link in the description. So if you're on Facebook, the description will be above. If you're on YouTube, it's down below. Click on that. There's a little link in there that says subscribe for more tutorials and patterns and all sorts of things like that. Click on that one for the Bead Spider newsletter. Sign up and you get a £5 voucher to try out some of our patterns. So for example, if you want to get today's pattern for the tutorial today, you can go and get that one, as long as you've got at least £5 worth of patterns in your basket. The coupon that you get, your little coupon that you receive, will be there completely free, so you will be able to try that out. Let's get this ticker to disappear, and hopefully there we go. But yes, so that's a great way if you want to be on the show. If you want to know when these shows are, like I said, they are going to be twice a week, but Wednesday and Friday, 3 p.m. So same as whatever time it was where you are when it started today. Join us then as well. A big welcome to all the people who are new today, who've only just joined in. Thanks for being part of the stream, part of the show. And to all of you who are regular viewers who are always here, big thank you to you as well. So, Doris, Monica, she's always here as well. Wayne and Kay, Jan, who's always here. I don't know if Colleen is here, but she's usually here. She'll be watching later. So if you're watching later, Colleen, thanks for being part of the show. Betty, who's always here. Lots and lots of you are always joining. But either way, thank you all very, very much for joining me today. I hope you've had a lovely time doing a bit of beading, a nice simple little project. But hey, like I said, if you want to get the kit, it's 20% off. So any 3 for 20% off. If you want to get that, it's going to be available for the next few days. Our macrame bundle, of course, the one that covered all 3 of last week's tutorials, so it makes lots of projects, that is going off sale in a few days' time. And then, of course, if you missed Wednesday's tutorial with the gorgeous Silver Moon, the graduated Kumihimo design with that beautiful pendant bead in the center, the focal, that was this Wednesday's YouTube video. The kit is on sale as well. So I hope you've all had a lovely day. Have a nice weekend, and I'll see you all next week. Thank you very, very much for joining me, and bye-bye.